Okay, well, I thought that there was going to be a a thing in the beginning. But hello, everybody, and welcome on back to episode... What episode is this? Episode 41. 41. We're finally in the 4 O's, even though we were in the 4 O's last time. But welcome on back, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well, and if I'm not mistaken, if we get a really, really good payday on this first part here, I think we can retire from Lynx, so we might actually end up seeing what that entails in this episode. Who knows? I don't know. But I hope you guys, gals, and pals are all doing well, and welcome on back to my Hardspace Shipbreaker series, my gaming vlog series. You know, some people walk around with a camera and talk and stuff. For me, I have a better stream of consciousness just floating around in space, pulling ships apart and stuff. And I hope everybody is doing well. We've had a lot of stuff go on as of recently. A lot of stuff. Let me go ahead and just get these arms off here. I think last episode, I didn't get a chance to check the comments or anything, but last episode I posed a question for you guys on how long you would want me to essentially keep this series up. I was thinking 50 episodes and then moving into a different game, which I had a side thought. The game that I proposed is Power Wash Simulator. And actually what I thought about doing... Ow. Oh, I didn't even see that. What I was thinking about doing was maybe making it into for Power Wash, at least, maybe not every single episode, but doing kind of like a talk show almost. I don't know if you guys my big inspiration for this series was Markiplier, in case anybody hasn't watched any of the previous or older episodes. What part is... oh, this just comes right off. I also got a bunch of upgrades last time, so... Oop. But a big inspiration for this whole series was Markiplier. If anybody hasn't watched any of Markiplier stuff, love Markiplier. He is a huge source of inspiration when it comes to like my content creation. Like, I aspire to be as good as him. I know it's not possible because he's Markiplier. You know, how could I ever be like Markiplier? But I usually get bouts of inspiration from other content creators, and I really liked Mark's idea of doing Power Wash as like a stream of consciousness sort of thing. I know he and Game Grumps have had like people on to like talk and stuff like that. I think it was mostly Mark that did that, but I know Game Grumps did like a, you know, stream of consciousness talking things. So I think that would be amazing for Power Wash, if that is going to be our next one. Maybe what I'll do is after I'm done recording this episode, I will go ahead and put up a poll on my YouTube, because I can do like stuff like that, which gonna be honest, I know, and I've had a few people actually reach out to me and be like, but Chris, you don't use those systems and things. And I'm like, you know what? I should. I just got a road trip friend. I don't know what that means. Let's go towards the front.
Airlock pressurizing.
This time I am not going to disconnect the power. But I am going to fuck up this atmospheric regulator, which should vent all of the atmosphere.
Decreasing.
Oh, you know what? I might have to compartmentalize here. I remember this being a whole freaking thing, man. Let me turn this thing back on.
Air pressure level increasing.
Ugh, these ships are so annoying. I think I have to go into each of these rooms, right? And I have to find... okay, well, that atmospheric regulator is busted. We do have one that's in here. See, the only thing is I've done 41 episodes and I still haven't figured this shit out. Right? Like, what do I do now? Like, can I do that? See what I mean? It's so confusing. I know I have to cut that, but I'm afraid I cut that and then it's just gonna go... You know what? I had the right idea last time. Hold on. I had the right idea last time. I remember doing a ship exactly like this. I'm gonna go up here. We're gonna just do the plan that I had last time, because it worked last time. So if it ain't broken, don't fix it. It worked last time. I think it'll work this time. My plan last time was find the front of the ship where the window is, right? Where is this thing? Is this it right here? That is not what I remember. All right, I think I need to get clever with this. Hold on. I haven't even gotten into explaining what's been going on in our lives. God, I'm so sorry. All right. We're gonna start with the back end of the ship. I know that sounds counterproductive, but I feel like this is a part that I always mess up on. I always mess up with the engines. Let me just grab that. Okay, we got the reactor here. Just a little bit of low-grade radiation. I want to get... this is going to be a hot mess. I want to get to the front of the ship. Oh, God. It's so claustrophobic in here. Can I just go this way? That's the way. Okay. I want to go to the front of the ship. It's a fuse. I did upgrade my brakes last time, so I should be okay. This is either going to be a complete disaster. Oh, God, there's these things here. Oh, God. Oh, please don't be a whole disaster. I'm actually getting nervous on this. I just got to find a good spot to do what I want to do. Right? Okay, let's start with these guys. Okay. What did I say? What did I say?
Lift halted. Higher work rates may be required.
Well, this might be a full episode where it takes me. I don't know how much that's gonna throw me in debt. I hopefully didn't fuck up too much shit. We were so close, guys. I was at like 70K or something like that. That's all we needed. It's probably gonna take this entire ship now. Let's see. We probably won't know till the shift is over. Did I? Okay, that did pop off though. Okay. That did pop off though. All right, well, you know, it could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. But at least we have access to some stuff in here. I think that is the coolant section. Okay, cool. We could work in here now. I never know how to do this the right way. Anyway, so back to what I was originally saying. Let's get back on track with this whole thing. So what I think I am gonna do, I'll put out a poll with some options because I have like a few different games as options as our next like vlogging series game. I'll put those out and then I'm gonna have you guys decide on what we're gonna do next. I'm kind of leaning towards Power Wash. I kind of hope Power Wash does win. Reason being, I can bring guests on because I'm probably gonna pick up all of the. I have a lot of them. Mostly, we can thank my my fiance. I have most of the Power Wash Simulator like DLCs and stuff because we share family account and stuff. So as long as I'm doing recordings that she's not on, we could play like the entirety of the base game plus all the DLCs, like the Wallace and Gromit DLC just came out that I would love to check out. So yeah, it's gonna be, it'll be fun. But but I obviously want to do another series like this and see what you guys want to see. I don't want to just blindly decide. So when I do put that out, like please vote vote on that poll. Because I'm gonna stay right here. That's the entirety of the inside of the ship venting. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. But anyway, yeah, I will need your guys, gals, and pals' help on that. So, but I hope everybody's doing well. I don't remember what the heck we talked about in our last episode. I think last episode was like kind of a big recap episode since I haven't done an episode in a while. So I was just really...
Cutter, got about 5 minutes left till you're done for the day.
You got it. You got it, D. Yeah, so I think last episode was like a big recap because haven't done a video in a while due to like health stuff and everything. So if I'm not mistaken, I think last episode was me just following up with you guys, letting you know what was, going on and everything, how life has been and everything. This episode's gonna kind of be like that, but we actually have some more exciting stuff. So I guess I'll start on the content front. I have been really working hard to get back into the groove of things after not being so healthy as of lately. Have had some weird health complications, had to go get eye surgery. If you want to hear more about it, check out last video.
Salvage deposit. Applying credit to account.
My God, that thing is so slow. Why is this thing so slow? I know it's really heavy, but I upgraded all of this. Like, this should be super fast.
Applying credits to account.
That was literally a tether on top of a tether. That's great. Oh, all of you can go right into the processor. Okay. I'm gonna do, as soon as you get in there, boop. And then we're gonna get this big old piece in this here. Just for speed's sake, let's do 4 tethers, because I have 50 now. I did some major upgrades. But anyway, content stuff's been good. Been kind of trying out some new stuff and things with the live streaming and everything. Still streaming on Twitch. Not too crazy about some things that Twitch is going to be changing up in the near future, but that's just how it is. We just roll with it. We're super close to hitting 5,000 followers on Twitch. I think last time I checked, we are about like 8 followers away, which is insane. Because we've been kind of stuck below 5,000 for a while, and we're right there. We're right there. And I do have 2 different deals going on. I forget what I was going to say for YouTube, but I do remember for Twitch, even when we hit 5,000, I was going to do my first ever subathon. If anyone doesn't know what that is, that's basically where I just keep streaming, and we'll have like a little clock, and every single time we hit like a new goal or someone like donates or subs or something like that, the clock will increase. I'm gonna have it max out over the course of 4 days. So we'll start on a Friday morning, and the max it'll be able to go out to is Monday, end of the day Monday. So we'll start it on the clock with like, I don't know, 12 hours, see how it goes, if things are going crazy and everything, but it's super exciting. So big goal we're really close of achieving. The other one is YouTube, which I gotta thank you guys for all the love and support lately. We are currently at 482 subscribers, which is mind-boggling. We were really trying to hit 500 before the end of 2024, but hey, you know what? We got close, and now we are only, 18 subscribers away. It's insane. You guys are unbelievable, and I really do appreciate everything from you guys. I'm just gonna destroy that door and then quickly run this way. Ooh.
All right, Cutter. Time to wrap it up, okay?
Yeah, I know, D. I know. I'm really nervous that we get back in, and how much our little body double is gonna cost us. I would like to send this whole corridor here to the furnace. I just want to pull the lights out because that is the thing that I always forget to do. And I know it's not a lot, but I've already fucked up once, so. Can you just go right into the processor? Let's find out. Did I cut you the right way? I did. I cut you the right way? I did. We got 20 seconds. Can we make it? Can we make it into the processor? So, anyway, yeah, that's the content side of things. I also do need some help. If you guys think I sound weird compared to other videos, please let me know. My audio mixer did have an update, and to me, I sound different. But I don't know if I sound different. So if you guys got any thoughts on it, like, let me know, because I need to know that. We repaid our debt. Wait. How much did it cost for my body? Do I not have to pay for my body double anymore? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna fly off into the sunset just yet. We're gonna do a full episode, and at the end of this episode, we will then go ahead and see what it looks like as we fly off into the sunset. And I'll probably do some more sessions, like I said, maybe up to episode 50 for this. I'm just curious. Can we just go over there and just like... According to our system, indicates that your debt balance has been cleared as per policy. You're hereby congratulated for this important milestone. Profit and service salary will be directly deposited into a financial account indicating your employment agreement. Penalty fees will also be deducted from this account. There's no future debts. This is a perfect time to invest in special training. Speak to your manager today about enrolling in one of our advanced career programs. Oh. Hey, nice. So, what if I go to the employee window? I go to the employee terminal. Contract status. Okay, so I can literally... Oh my God. Grandmaster Shipper. I didn't realize we could go all the way up to level 30. Oh my God. Okay, so it looks like the next big unlock is here. I think that's some final upgrades. I don't know if it doesn't look like we unlock any ships. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it doesn't show me and everything, but it looks like I can terminate my contract. But I don't want to do that just yet. We will take a look at the end of this episode and see what that looks like and everything. But I got some talking to do, and we got some shipbreaking to do. So let's continue salvaging the ship. So yeah, so that's content creation side of things. That's some thoughts on there and everything. I think it'd be really, really cool to be able to bring some friends in on some episodes and do some power wash, and it'd be a lot of fun. But I would love some feedback. If you guys aren't interested in that, totally understand. If you have some better suggestions, let me know. You know, this is our community, and you know, I always value you guys, gals and pals' opinions. So let me know how you feel. Let me see. Work, my 9 to 5 has been pretty good, but a little stressful. We have had some recent big changes for my 9 to 5. Mostly we've been changing a whole bunch of processes and everything. And, well, you know, that sort of stuff can be fun and exciting. It is really, really stressful, because a lot of the processes that we're changing, as my boss likes to tell us verbally, is basically assessing me and my team's worth and value. And that's never fun of a conversation to have with your boss. If any of you guys have ever had a conversation like that with your boss, like, let me know. Let me know that I am not alone on this, because I feels very, very much alone. But yeah, we're making a lot of changes on how we do our work and how we're evaluated. There's going to be some changes with some of our pay and stuff like that. Nothing messing with people's like salaries per se, but it will directly affect my rate or my pay and some of my other coworkers. And I know it's made us all really, really nervous and skeptical, but you know, anytime you're in any sort of line of work, there are going to be things that change. And, you know, while some of them might be fun and exciting, some of these other ones are always not fun and exciting. So, we literally just had our first week of all this new stuff. And so far, so good, I would say. So far, you know, it's been a decent flow of work. You can definitely tell things have ramped down just a tiny bit, but you know, such is life, man. You know, especially when, you know, you're in my line of work. I'm very much in a cross sales and marketing kind of positions. So anybody who works in sales or marketing, you know, things can change literally on a dime. You know, like a drop of a dime. Isn't that the saying, I think? On the drop of a dime, things could change. And changing, those things have been. But, you know, I always look forward to a challenge. You know, I'm very much somebody that I usually welcome change. And I usually try and take it as a challenge. I don't know if anybody else relates with that. I know a lot of people get into their comfy zones, and totally valid. Totally valid being in your comfy zone. I personally believe people should be, you know, able to be in their comfy zones, you know? My God, these pieces are so fucking big. I need, like, I am almost out of tethers here, man. I need 4 just to, like, get it going at a decent pace here. But anyway, so that's work stuff, you know, stressful, you know. I think one thing that I forgot to talk about in last video was one last like little recap, and then to fill you guys in on the really exciting stuff. But I think I forgot to talk to you guys about last time was I am now a proud firearm owner. It's something that I've always wanted to do. You know, growing up with my dad, you know, took me, my brother to the range a lot of the times, taught us like firearms and stuff. One thing he never really taught me was like how to clean a firearm, which, you know, when I got my firearm, I told my dad, like, hey dad, you know, you never taught me this, like, if and when I get one, like, can you teach me? And he was like, sure, son. And I was like, thanks, dad. So yeah, so I am now a proud firearm owner. And I've already been to the range three times. And I've been getting better and better. It's just a 9mm, Glock 45, Gen 5. Lot of fun. Like I said, growing up, my dad used to take me and my brother to like gun shows and to like gun days at specific gun ranges and stuff like that. Lots and lots of fun. But yeah, so that was really exciting news for me, at least. But I don't recall if last episode I told you guys, but consider you guys now in the know. And if you guys want any videos, I'm hesitant on it, but if you guys really want it, I would consider doing maybe some pew pew videos. Maybe I can like record myself when I'm at the range next time if you guys want to see me in action. Again, I am still it's been years since I've gone to the range, so I am very much like in refresher state, trying to like relearn like trigger discipline and the appropriate way to like hold it and everything like that. So I can't promise John Wick status. But if you guys wanted some stuff like that, I wouldn't be against maybe doing some like range day stuff. Just some food for thought. And again, I know not everybody agrees with owning a firearm and stuff. The only reasons that I got this was for you know, for personal enjoyment, like going to the range and stuff. I actually do enjoy going to the range. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna go grab some tethers while I'm talking here. I do actually enjoy going to the range. But also for home defense. You know, the day and age we live in, you know, things are a little kooky. So I want to be able to protect myself, protect the ones that I love, protect, you know, my wife. I mean, she's my fiance, but she's essentially my wife, so. But yeah, I want to be able to protect my family and those who I love and everything. So that's a big reason as to why I went ahead and I got a pew pew. But haven't thought of a name for one. So if you guys have any fun names, if you guys, I don't know why someone told me like, oh, you should think of a name for your gun. I'm like, do people do that? I don't know if that's like a thing or not, but it's very exciting for me at least. So yeah, I'm like 90% certain I did not tell you guys this last time. But if I am repeating myself, sorry. This will be the last time you hear about it unless you ask questions in the comments or something cool happened. Oh my God. Okay. That is totally fine. The forklift can go right. into the barge. And boom.
Salvage secure.
Actually what I wanted to do. I wanted to pull this thing off. I just don't know how to go about breaking a ship like this. You know what I mean? But anyway, on to the final and really, really exciting bit. Sorry it took me almost the whole entire episode here to talk about this. We got some time left, obviously. But the big thing is that Story and I, for anyone that doesn't know, Story is my fiance. I love her. We've been engaged for quite some time now. And we are deciding on a date for our wedding. We're tentatively looking at 2026, November, October 2026. But we're also willing to push that out to 2027 because who knows what's going on with the world, or if something comes up or whatnot or whatever. But tentatively right now we're looking at those dates, and we actually just went and checked out our first 2 wedding venues over the weekend, which was really, really exciting. We also went to a like a wedding presentation thing. I don't know. It was like a con for like wedding stuff. It was weird. I didn't even know that was a thing. But we went to that actually today, which is explaining why I'm recording and not streaming right now, because usually I stream at 2 p.m. EST on the weekends, well, on Sundays mostly. But I got home and I was like looking at her. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna cancel stream and just hang out. We had a lot of socializing to do. Like there was a lot of people at that thing, and just got done just chilling with Story and hanging out and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I got episodes of things to record. I have literally an entire desktop full of videos that I got to record for all these demos that came out. Like there was so many demos from Steam Next Fest, and if I don't hurry, I'm gonna lose out on the recording of these demos. So I figured, you know what? Let's start off with a nice Hardspace Shipbreaker episode, get back into the groove of things, catch up with you lovely people, and tell you about my life and my wife. But yeah, it was really, really exciting. We went to a very like wedding venue type place. Like it was all inclusive, like you paid per head, and they had an open bar and everything. It was beautiful. And I think that venue kind of set the bar for us on what we want our wedding to be. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. It kind of, that location kind of set the bar pretty high. Okay, that is not what I wanted. I want you to go over. Can you not? Where are you going? There we go. Get over there. Don't know what that was about. But it kind of set our bar pretty high on like what we wanted and everything. It was beautiful. I'll see if I can eventually show some pictures in the Beard Zone Discord so you guys can see, but it was gorgeous. We also went to another location that was very much essentially a farm. I know some of you guys might be like, Chris, a farm, really? But yeah, I even said to Story, like, listen, I would be totally okay doing it at a place like a farm and stuff like that, because we are kind of looking for more of a rustic sort of vibe and feel and everything. But my whole thing was that, and I told her this, I was like, look, if you tell me we could do a farm and it's going to be a lot of work, because like, you know, some people think like, off a farm, like there's horses and stuff. Yeah. But if we're talking about a venue, like think about all the things that go into it. You know, obviously there's food, but you also need, you know, like to pay like for entertainment and any activities that you want to do. If you want photos taken of your you know what I mean? There's a lot more than just like, oh, it's a wedding. Like there's a lot of work that goes into it, you know? Oh my God, I forgot about these engine caps. Well, you know, I can dislodge. Actually, can this just all go in the processor? Oh my God. Get you to go that way. Get you to go that way. Will you go that way? You will. Hey. Can I just boop you? There we go. I upgraded this a little bit. You couldn't tell. Get that way. And then you really go over that way. You should go that way. Nice. Look at this. It's like a symphony of just space pieces. I might get to level 3. I can't decide if that is going to be level 3 or not. Let's find out, though.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
You might. Can I get 4 tethers that way? Oh, are you stuck in there? No, no, no. You're moving. You're moving. Nice. Just gonna be gentle with this one. Just bring this one straight back. Just like that. Will you go? You will go. You're just very, very slow.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Don't understand. Nice. That got us to... Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close to level 20, man. Wait, the engines. Maybe I can pop the engines?
You watching the clock, Cutter? You've got 1 minute left.
Can I just go straight down? Nice. Maybe I can pop these engines and maybe that'll get us another star. I know the reactor might do it, but I don't think we have enough time. Come on. Will that be enough?
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh no. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Oh.
Valuable object accepted.
Oh, we're so close. But anyway, it was really, really fun. The thing that we went to today was kind of like an open house sort of thing that a hotel was hosting, and they had a bunch of different like vendors and photographers and this and that. So we're finally starting our process of I hit the quota. I hit level 20. Yes.
Level increased.
But it's really, really exciting for us to finally now be sitting down and like taking looks at like what we need to do and looking at venues and looking at photographers, different foods and stuff like that. So it's all very exciting. It's all really, really, really exciting stuff. So I personally cannot wait to marry her. I have told her many times, I'm like, we could just go to the courthouse right now and just be man and wife, but I know she wants a special day and I want a special day too for just the two of us. You know, I told her, I'm like, listen, as long as I'm with you and you're mine for the rest of my life, I am super, super happy. Hell yeah. Oh my God. I think I have a balance of, am I a millionaire now? I have $13 million. Okay. All right. As I promised, like I said, I'm going to continue doing episodes of this. I really am just curious on what happens if we terminate our contract. So I figured since we have an extra few minutes here, I'm going to go ahead and hit the contract terminate button, see what happens. And like I said, I'm going to continue doing episodes at least until episode 50. And then by then, I'll have a better idea of what we're going to do, which again, please vote your opinions on in the comments. Will this end my... Is this going to end my game? Let's find out. I hope it doesn't.
Be advised, upon confirmation, employment termination is effective immediately.
You know, let me double check on this if this is gonna mess up my game. So hold on. All right, so I don't think it's gonna ruin anything, but we're gonna go ahead and do this, and we should be able to continue doing like the ship that we just did and everything next time. Hopefully, if I'm wrong, then maybe we'll just do open play next time. We'll see. By continuing, use Shipbreaker, henceforth referred to as employee, will confirm that your employment with Lynx, henceforth referred to as Lynx, is terminated, effective immediately. I'll just scroll down here, and if you guys want to read this, there's a lot here. I have to return all my equipment. Okay.
Termination acknowledged. To finalize, insert your employee card into the card reader. Your employment has been terminated. All systems access and communication privileges are revoked. Please remove all personal belongings from the habitation module.
Cutter, if you're hearing this, it means you and Beulah are well on your way. Away from Morgan Station, away from Lynx. Hopefully, I'm sipping pina coladas surface side right now, watching the nephews splash in the waves. You know, when I first took up the foreman gig, I figured it was for the money. Then, it got so the money didn't matter. What mattered most was doing right by all you kids coming up. I was already starting to understand that the game's rigged. And old Lou was right all along. If I could go back and do right by her, I surely would. Folks like her, who fight tooth and nail for the good of others, they keep the rest of this world honest. Without them, well, let's just say that honesty doesn't exactly occur in abundance naturally. What you're embarking on right now is the dream. And you earned it with your own sweat and blood. You're heading into the great wide open. And from here on out, you got no master but yourself. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There's as much bad as good out there. As much failure as opportunity. As many enemies as friends. But I know if anyone can make it out there, it's you. I wish I could see what you do. What you make of yourself. Promise me one thing. When you get to wherever it is you're going, you send me a postcard. Weaver out.
Heck yeah. Oh, I love that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Weaver, I love what they did with Weaver's voice at the end of that. They went from Weaver sounding like over the radio and everything to then him like natural sounding, like he was actually in the room with us and everything. I loved that. Really, really powerful stuff. I don't know. I kind of hope that they make a second game. I really, really hope that they make a second game. I think this game came out in, was it 2016? I don't know. But it's a great game. It's phenomenal. As you guys can see, I've done 41 episodes of Hardspace Shipbreaker, and I plan to keep on going a little bit more here and everything. I am just curious on restoring Shipbreaker from the last genetic backup. Proceed with replacing memory record with worker template. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, it's not a straight up new game plus. Okay. I just want to see what happens when we go into the game. Because according to what I read, basically they just make a clone of us. And we could redo all of that and everything. But that ending cutscene, chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. It just goes to show games like this that are like these like super chill kind of games, like your Power Wash simulators and stuff. Like I love when they have some like
Lynx would like to share the following message.
Deep lore.
The only P's permitted in the salvage yard are profit,
Is my ship still here?
And potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
Oh, my ship's still here. Okay. That's literally what I read before in the little blurb, because I was just like, I hope this doesn't like mess over our process and everything, because we did unlock a new ship, which I do want to do next episode. So, but anyway, thank you again, guys, gals, and pals, for watching Hardspace Shipbreaker episode 41. Please let me know your thoughts on any of the stuff. The gameplay. Should I continue to episode 50? What should I do next? Your thoughts on any of the other stuff that I talked about. You guys have any advice for a newly looking around, shopping for a wedding person? Any gun tips for a brand new gun owner? I don't know. Let me know all of the things in the comments below. And of course, if you want to help the channel out, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you know when new videos go up. And of course, until next time, guys, gals, and pals, bye-bye.